Hi, my name's Cheri. Welcome to my Stampin' Up! Workshop. Today I'm going to do a card for you that is featured on the front page of the catalog, but it is also the suite that I will be using in my next online class. And the registration for that is open now, so there will be a link down underneath this video. If you're on YouTube, if you're on Facebook, you can go over to my events page and look at it there. It's all online. You'll get the videos, and then there's 3 different ways to participate. You can just get the videos, you can get the card supplies and the videos, or you can get the stamps, the dies, and the card supplies. And with that one, you also get a couple of little bonus things. And it's all explained on my class registration page. It's beautiful. I mean, it's so beautiful. And before this catalog came out, I was really into creating the watercolor background. So there's a whole lot of tutorials on my channel right now for that. But for this, and I've already done one card, and with it, I mostly just featured the paper and then this one stamp. Today, I'm going to feature the stamps and the paper. So these stamps are so much fun to use. And then I'll have another video coming up that will feature this little bonus pack. So we're getting ready to go on vacation. So when I go on vacation, I do like a vacation series. And so every project that I've done this week and this one is not time consuming, but a little bit more time. And then my vacation series next week will feature the same things that I've used this week or next week. Too many weeks. But everything I've done this week, next week, you can watch on my channel, and there will be a quick and easy, pretty fast card. And those videos are usually under 10 minutes. So let's get going. If you want information on my online class, then the best way to do it is to be on my email list. I have an email going out in the morning that will cover all of the details for the things about when I'm away. I'm going to have a giveaway too, a vacation giveaway. So here's the stamp set, and let's make this card. So for this class, we're going to use the stamparatus. If you take the online class, it will cover a portion on how the easiest way I found to set this little thing up here. So that will be covered in the class. We're not going to do that today. When I do an online class, the sneak peeks I show are not part of the class. These are just other ways that you'll be able to use your stuff after you get it. Now, I always use this little Stampin' Up! Logo right here as the starting point where I want to put my stuff. So I'm going to slide this in and just make sure it's all on. No, that's not on. I need to go this way. This is a 3.5 by 5.5 piece of paper. Before I stick that magnet on there, those are mostly on. And for this one, they just need to be on. There's not like a super placement for it. It's just so all of our stamps are on. So that's good. Have my magnet hold that. And then I'm going to use a stamp pad color that I'm not using to set under here just to make it easier to ink up. So my big flower is going to be polished pink. You know, the great thing about the stamparatus, 1, everything's going to be exactly where we want it for the end card. But 2, if something doesn't stamp right, we'll be able to fix it. And now Calypso Coral. This is why my hands are dirty. I've already got them dirty now. So put that in. It does make it a little bit tricky on this because I've got these right here to push. I did clean them off because before, that's part of the reason my hands were dirty too. I was pushing with the ink on it. So isn't that pretty? Hey, that could just be a card. You could just put a greeting on that and be done. Super pretty. So let's flip this around. That's the good thing about our stamparatus, if you don't have it, is the hinge doors. So I could have had another door come this way, but it makes it a little bit difficult for me to film when my door is all the way up there. So for this one, let's do just Jade on this sleeve here. Then let's do Pale Papaya on our rose. The papaya is such a light color, and it's so similar to the stamps. When it's on it, it is hard to see if you got everywhere. We'll hope for the best, but it is the stamparatus, so I can get it again if I missed. And then Pear Pizzazz. And these stamps also have the places that are more raised up, so it gets less ink. So it's really hard for me to tell if I got it on there. That looks good. And press these. See, before I was just pressing and that's how my hands got all dirty. Yeah, I didn't think that I got, it may just be that I didn't press there. Let's see. No, we're missing some ink. So it's up by this leaf. Now we'll see. That's the beauty of the stamparatus. It's like I did that on purpose, but I didn't because I would have rather had it done. There we go. So now we've got our images here. I'm just going to leave it in here while I finish stamping. This set has great sentiments, and anytime we get a large happy birthday in a set, I think that's a huge bonus. But it has a thanks, a best wishes, and this happy birthday that all have great fonts. Put this down here in black. Isn't that pretty? And a lot of times when you get stamps like this, just pull them aside, the ones you know that you use the most. You don't have to keep them in your set. In fact, you can get an old case of something you don't use as often and just put all of your favorite sentiments in there. So they're always easy to get to, and you don't have to be fishing through all of your stamp sets. Now I have some mango, and this I'm just gonna add some highlights. I don't, the placement on it isn't as important. It's just some highlights. I don't know why I'm holding the stamp pad, because I'm running out of room. Add those. I'm gonna do these again if I can. Stamping one-handed wasn't great. And then we have Magenta Madness. I'm just gonna add a few flower centers and then just a couple again, just some dots of color. And these are just kind of to fill it out, because you know we all love some pop of color, and the magentas, it's a great color. And if you don't have the magenta and the polished pink, this is last year's in color that you can still get, and this is the new, and they're definitely different colors. So that's all the stamping. So let's take this out. And then the really star of the show is we're going to use, if you didn't see the video that I've already done where I've used this product, this is our new glimmer paper. So it comes in two colors, gold and rose gold, but you can see the color changes depending on the direction that the paper goes. Isn't that pretty? So if you want it darker, you cut it with the grain, and if you want it the brighter, you cut it with the grain going up. So super pretty. It's a wonderful pack of these two colors both, and you get, I think, 8 sheets for $5. It will be the happiest $5 you ever spent in your life. So I'm going to use it this way. And I'm going to use this fabulous die that comes in our bundle. And anytime I use paper like this, I don't necessarily cut a square because I don't want to waste it. So I'm just going to cut right up around this. And that way I still have lots of pieces to work with, because you can get a lot of little dies on those and not have it go to waste. So let's cut this out. This cuts out so easily. Let me move all my stamp pads out of the way. So it does help if you put it right in the center, and it just takes the normal sandwich for die cutting. Get this back up there. And then I don't know that I had to, but just because it's the glimmer paper and it's a tad bit thicker, although it has absolutely no traditional glimmer texture to it, I just went in and back. That way I was just sure that it cut. Now when you're gonna go back and forth, don't let it pop all the way through, because then if it did cut most of it really well, and it looks like it would have cut one time, I just like to know for sure, because I don't want to waste this paper. I also took this then and left it in here because it's easier to get all these out while it's in the die. And if you don't have this little thing, it's an extra piece that you can get for your Take Your Pick tool, and it comes with this little foam mat. And then you just slide it on here. I thought about adding adhesive sheets so all these beautiful things would stay in here, and then I realized that won't work for this card. We may do it in the future. We may do it in the class. So just roll all those out, and then most of it should start to come out. I try not to get it all over my table, but you know, sometimes. Isn't that pretty? And you know, I do like those pieces to stay in, but not for this card. There, that looks good. And then if you have missed my video with my favorite new little office supply is my little mini vac. I'll put the link for Amazon. You'll need to go to my blog and it will be on the blog post that matches this. But then we just clean it right up. I guess I can throw the big pieces in the trash, and then all the ones that stick, just get all these off. This has made my desk cleaning so much better, partly because it's fun, and you know for how long cleaning can be fun. It's a novelty, obviously, but it was like, I think it's $12, $15, and I have picked up all my dimensional backs after every project. I pick up all those little die things, because sometimes, you know, you'd rather stamp and leave the cleaning for later, and then later doesn't happen right away because mom duties and stuff get involved in our lives. So I have a half a sheet of white. Fold this in half and hope that you don't get the black ink that's all over you on your card. And then you can either go, this is a 1.5, so it will cover up a lot of that if you put it that way, or you can do it this way. And then I like to see which way I'm going to get the most of the gold, obviously this way. So I'm going to put this on first. My other card is opposite, where I put the thing on first. And look, you could do this. That's where I got my colors from. So you could even do that one. I could do this one, and then we'll have the two different looks. Maybe I'll do that. So cover up the beautiful gold, which I hate to do. I hate when there's two beautiful sides to a piece of paper. But we'll do this over here. So put that there, and you can see exactly where I chose my color palette. Now let's add this one. And just all the way to the edge. Like that. And then I took, whoops, there's a couple of danglies that I didn't see. To get this on, I found the easiest thing was I put some right here in the middle of both of my flowers. And then the easiest way to line it up is these two leaves right here. So once those leaves are in place, then it all fits. And that was due to the stamparatus putting all those stamps where we needed them to be. And then for my embellishment, I chose the in color jewels. They're on back order, but they will come in. And I just went with the colors that are on my card. So here's the polished pink, because these are in the in colors. And it doesn't matter where. I just didn't put them underneath anything because I wanted to be able to see them. Then let's do an evergreen, which is in the paper. We didn't use the ink. And when I used the green paper, it was very prominent. And then I didn't use purple. So let's go with the papaya, which, because it has this coating on it, it looks really yellow, but it looks beautiful on the card. So here we have it this way. And here we have it with the flip side of the paper. So super beautiful. It makes a beautiful wedding card. I mean, birthday card, but it would make a really pretty wedding card as well, because that gold on there. And then if you're not using this paper, if you want to use different paper, you could do a different version of colors underneath, and maybe even like shades of gray, and then put that on top. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I can squeeze that in as another quick card, you know, because I don't have much going on today. So there you go. If you're interested in my online class, then just go over to my website, and I'd love to have you. Have a great day. Bye.